Exams are around the corner, and you haven't studied a single word? Don't panic, I've got you. This video is your ultimate lifesaver, because I'm sharing the exact study tips that helped me score top grades. Most importantly, tip 8 is my favorite tip that I use before every exam, and I always score well. Don't miss it. If you can't even watch this 8-minute video till the end today, it means you're not serious about achieving anything in life. Just sit back, watch the video until the end, and I guarantee that in your next exam, you'll shock everyone with your results. Tip 1. Build a smart study plan that works. Most students fail not because they don't study, but because they don't have a strategy. A topper never studies randomly, they always follow a structured plan. The first step to excelling in exams is to create a study plan that actually works. But how do you do that? Start by analyzing your subjects and dividing them based on difficulty. Subjects that are tough for you should be given more time, while easier ones should be maintained with regular practice. Next, instead of cramming everything in one go, break your syllabus into manageable chunks. Study for 50 minutes, then take a 10-minute break. This is known as the Pomodoro technique, and it helps retain information better. Toppers always study at their peak energy levels. If you are more focused in the morning, do heavy subjects then. If you're more active in the evening, schedule difficult subjects for that time. The key is to study smartly, not just endlessly. Your study plan should also include revision slots, because what you don't revise, you forget. Tip 2. Master the art of active learning. Reading a book and highlighting text is not studying. Many students waste hours rereading notes but still forget everything during exams. That's because passive reading does not engage your brain enough. Instead, you need to practice active learning. One of the best techniques is active recall. Instead of just reading your notes, close your book and try to recall everything in your own words. This forces your brain to remember actively, strengthening your understanding. Another powerful method is the Feynman technique. Pretend you are teaching the topic to a 5-year-old. If you can explain something in simple words, you truly understand it. Toppers don't just memorize, they understand, simplify, and recall. They also make connections. If a topic reminds them of something they already know, they link the two together, making it easier to remember. Tip 3. Take notes like a topper. If your notes are just copied from textbooks, you're doing it wrong. Good notes should be concise, structured, and personalized. Instead of writing long paragraphs, use bullet points, flowcharts, and mind maps. This makes revision much faster and more effective. For formulas, concepts, and key facts, create a summary sheet. This one-page revision sheet should contain all the important points of a topic so you can quickly go through them before the exam. Toppers also use color coding. Highlight different types of information in different colors to make notes visually organized. Tip 4. Revise smartly using spaced repetition. Many students revise by reading the same topic multiple times in a short period, but this isn't effective. The best way to retain information long-term is to use spaced repetition. This means reviewing a topic one day after learning it, then again after 3 days, then after 1 week, and then after 1 month. This method strengthens your memory and prevents forgetting. Another effective technique is self-testing. Instead of just reading your notes, ask yourself questions and try to recall the answers. Use flashcards to quiz yourself, or practice past papers to reinforce your understanding. Toppers don't just revise, they revise strategically. They focus more on weak areas, ensuring that they don't waste time on things they already know well. Tip 5. Solve problems and past papers. One of the biggest mistakes students make is not practicing enough. Reading theory is one thing, but exams require you to apply knowledge. That's why solving past papers is crucial. Most exam questions follow a pattern, and if you practice previous year's papers, you'll notice repeated question types. Solving them under timed conditions helps you get used to the exam format and improves your speed. It also helps you identify your weak areas so you can focus on them before the exam. If you're studying math or science, don't just read formulas, solve as many questions as possible. If you're studying theoretical subjects, practice writing answers instead of just reading them. Tip 6. Stay focused and avoid distractions. Distractions are the biggest enemy of productive studying. If you find yourself scrolling through your phone every few minutes, you're not alone. But toppers have a solution. They control their environment. First, create a distraction-free study space. Keep your phone in another room or use settings that limit notifications. Study in short, focused sessions rather than long, distracted hours. To make your study area productive, keep it clean and organized. A cluttered desk leads to a cluttered mind. Use good lighting, a comfortable chair, and keep only essential study materials on your desk. You can also add motivational quotes or a study planner to stay on track. The 5-minute rule is another trick. If you feel lazy, tell yourself you'll study for just 5 minutes. Once you start, you'll likely continue longer. Tip 7. Write answers like a topper in exams. Studying well is important, but if you don't present your answers properly, you won't score high. Toppers follow a structured answering pattern. Start with a clear introduction, followed by a well-organized body and a short conclusion. Write neatly, underline key points, and use diagrams wherever possible. Examiners love visual explanations. Always answer easy questions first. This builds confidence and saves time for tougher questions later. If you're stuck, don't panic. Move on and come back later. Never leave questions unanswered. Attempt something rather than nothing. Tip 8. Exam day strategy: how to score higher instantly. The way you handle your exam day can make or break your results. It's not just about what you study. It's about how you apply it when the moment comes, the night before your exam. Don't stress yourself out by trying to cram everything at the last minute. Your brain needs time to absorb and process what you've studied. Instead, go through your key points, maybe glance at your mind maps or flashcards, and then get a full night's sleep. Sleep is non-negotiable because if you're tired, your brain won't recall anything properly. On exam day, wake up early, but don't start panicking. Eat a light, balanced meal to keep your energy up, and arrive at the exam hall with time to spare. Once you get the paper, take a deep breath and read through it carefully. Many students lose marks not because they don't know the answers but because they misinterpret the question. Start with the questions you find easiest. It helps build confidence. If you get stuck, don't waste too much time. Move on, and come back later if you can. Keep your handwriting clear. Show your steps in subjects like math, and always double-check your answers if time allows. One of the most important things is staying calm. If you start overthinking, your brain will go blank, but if you stay composed and trust your preparation, you'll find that the answers come to you much more easily. Even if you feel unsure about a question, always attempt it. Never leave anything blank. Every mark counts. And sometimes, just writing down something logical can get you partial credit. Exams aren't just about how much you know, they're about how well you manage your time, focus, and confidence under pressure. Follow this strategy, and you'll walk out of that exam room knowing you did your absolute best. So, if you follow these 8 practical strategies, I guarantee you'll see a huge improvement in your exam performance. These aren't magic tricks. They're proven methods that work only if you apply them consistently. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful study tips. Let me know in the comments which tip helped you the most. See you in the next video.